Hello, dear students. In this lesson, I'm going to be explaining how to practice the full Lotus series. The point of this practice is to eventually progress to where you can sit comfortably in full Lotus. This should be approached very conservatively and with the utmost respect to how your body feels while you're doing these exercises. I'm going to assume that whenever you feel pain, you're going to stop and modify so that you're not feeling it anymore, whether that's changing the position or not engaging it as intensely as I might be demonstrating. Please note that there is a distinction between discomfort and pain. Pain being defined as your body communicating that you're causing physical damage, and discomfort communicating that you are challenging your tissues in a mindful way that allows for you to progress in your ability. Also, please be aware that all of these movements must be practiced with mindfulness towards breathing completely in and out through the nose throughout the entirety of the series, as is with all other physical practices in yoga. Let's begin now with holding the right foot with the right hand, full inhalation from the nose. And gently bend the knee back. Switch hands and hold on to the right foot with the left hand now. Carry the right foot across your midline to the left and pull your right hand as far back as you comfortably can. And as you return, cross your wrists and hold on to the ball of the foot with both hands, with your knee between your arms. Now, release your hands and turn the foot so you can see the soles of the foot, and hold on to the outside arch of your right foot with your left hand. Keep the ankle relaxed and turned as you extend your right knee. Try to keep the foot coming forward from your torso. Take the right arm under the calf and hold on to the foot with both hands and pull the foot as close as you can to your forehead. If that's easy for you, you can hold on to the calf and try to bring the knee further behind the shoulder and see how far you can bring the foot above the head. And we release. Now we'll do the same exercises on the left leg. Hold on to the left foot with the left hand. On the exhalation, extend the knee. Gently return. Switch hands and hold on to the left foot with the right hand. Try to hold on to the outside of the outside arch of the left foot. And on the exhale, carry the leg across to your right as you pull your left wrist back, bringing your eyes towards your fingers. Gently return, cross the wrists and hold on to the ball of the foot with both hands. Knee is between the arms. And return. Supinate the left foot so that you can see the sole of the foot with your eyes, and hold on to the outside arch with your right hand as you extend your left leg. Take the left arm under the calf and see how close you can bring the toes to the forehead, or even the foot above the head if you have that flexibility. And gently release. Now, I'm going to turn so that I'm oriented in the same direction as my mat. And I'm going to take the right leg and fold it like so. It goes without saying that if it doesn't feel right for your knee, you can bypass this part of the exercise. If you're at the edge, you can lean towards your left here to alleviate the pressure from the knee. But again, be very respectful of this joint. If you are comfortable here, hold on to the right knee with both hands. Gently see how close you can bring the knee towards you. If it's just a little bit off the ground, that's fine. If you can bring it all the way up, that's great. And bring the knee back down. Now we're going to stretch the quadricep by reclining. Let's say this is as far as you go. You can stop here. If you can go all the way back, go ahead. And return. Release the right leg and shake it out. Now take the left leg and fold it under, and we'll repeat on the opposite side. Release, recline. And return. Release the left leg, shake it out. Bend both knees and place them like so. Cross the right leg over the left leg. And if you can hook your ankles here, go ahead and do that. If you can't, you can proceed without that step. If you're close but can't quite make it, you can take your bottom leg, the left leg in this case, towards the left of your mat and bring the toes in and the heel out. Roll up on the ball of the foot and raise the heel, and this will give you a lot more space for that hooking movement. Let's drop the knees to the right to start. And now we'll take the knees to the opposite side. And return. Unhook the ankles and orient your bottom leg so that it's level with your knee on the same horizontal plane. And then put your right foot over your left knee and be sure your right knee is oriented so that it's over your left foot. So it creates a triangle shape. Often people bring the bottom leg too far back. You want to be mindful that doesn't happen. And you also want to make sure that the foot on top isn't in the crook between the calf and the thigh. You want it square up on the knee joint. Lean forward wherever you can go, that's fine. And return. Extend your legs and shake it out. Again, bend your legs like so. Cross your left leg over your right leg and hook the ankles, knees to your left. Now carry your knees to the right. And return. Unhook your ankles. Let's square up our legs so that the left foot is over the right knee and the right foot is under the left knee. And return. Straighten the legs. Hold on to both feet with both hands and pick up the feet off the ground. On the exhalation, straighten the legs. Let's say this is as much as you can straighten your knees. That's great. If you feel comfortable to straighten your knees all the way, you can challenge yourself. Try to lift your chest as you practice this. Let's say balancing in that position is challenging for you. You can do the same exercise from laying on your back, like so, and holding on and straightening the legs. Be sure to pull your legs as wide apart as you can. From here, bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart. Hold on to the feet and pull the inside arches open like you're opening up a book. Be sure that the feet don't creep away from the pubic bone or groin. Sit up straight. Aim to bring your abdomen to rest over your feet. Avoid looking with your eyes towards the feet so you don't round your spine, as this will bypass the stretch in the groin area. Now bring the feet forward about a foot away. Now your face is on a trajectory towards the feet, and it's okay to look at the toes as you lean forward. Return. Bring the ankles in. Place your hands on the ground behind your hips here. I want you to be very careful as you do this. You're raising your hips off the ground and aiming to bring your pelvis over your feet. If this is as far as you can go, or if there's a big gap between your torso and the feet, that's just where you are in the stretch. Connect your breath with wherever you feel the resistance. If you can comfortably sit here, this is its own meditative seat. It's not common that people can practice this one from the beginning, so don't feel bad if that specific exercise is engaged minimally. From this position, we're going to transition onto our hands and knees so we can plant the toes and bring the feet together so that the heels are touching. Walk your hands back and you'll stretch your toes. If your pinky toes aren't touching the ground because of the shape of the feet, you can spread the ankles apart to allow for more of the ball of the foot to interface with the ground. Now, let's release the feet and separate the feet wide enough so that the hips can rest between the ankles. If doing one leg at a time is challenging or you're not at that level of ability yet, you can bypass this part of the exercise because it's obviously more challenging. So, just like we did with one side at a time, from this position we're going to pick up the knees, hold on to the legs, and pick them up as high as you can. If that's as far as you go, leave it at that. Eventually, the more you practice this, the closer you'll be able to bring your thighs towards your torso. Gently bring the knees down. Recline to stretch the quadriceps. Many teachers make a big deal if the lower back is not pressed to the ground. I would not concern myself with that. Gently lift yourself up. Come onto your hands. Plant the toes and push yourself into squat. If your heels aren't touching the ground, try bringing your feet wider and changing the angle of the foot so that you can sink the heels down. Now, if this series of exercises is practiced regularly, minimum 3 times a week, I've seen people in their 60s, 70s, and 80s achieve lotus position within the span of 2 years. Younger people respond quicker. But the key to this is consistency and respecting the feelings that your body are communicating to you. Once you have this series familiar and part of your routine, the more frequent, the quicker the progress will be, of course. You can start exploring the last phase of the series of the opening the lotus. And this is what it looks like. You can, I'm going to change the angle. Place your feet like so. Hold on to the right foot with the right hand and straighten the right leg out to the right. Now, from here, bend the leg back and see if you can slip the right foot in half lotus over the left thigh. So you want the outside arch of the foot to rest on the inside of the thigh. If the foot's overhanging the thigh, you've gone too far. And be sure that the foot is not close to the knee. You want it as close as you can towards your groin. Now, push the right knee down to the ground, pull the right knee towards the right shoulder, and repeat this 3 times with breath. Now from here, after you push your right knee to the ground, pick up the left foot and hold on to the left foot with the left hand and straighten that left leg. If you want to explore balancing by picking up the right hand, that can be fun. Now from here, push the right knee towards the ground as you bend the left leg. This is the part that I want you to be very careful with, because this is where you are most prone to injury. As the right knee is coming towards the ground, hold on to the outside arch of the left foot with the right hand and slowly aim to slip the left foot in half lotus. If you're feeling, again, an intensity here, don't muscle it. This needs time. You want to think of allowing a flower to blossom at its own pace without prying the petals open. Hence the name of the series being Opening the Lotus. So if you can cross the right leg and place the left foot over the right thigh here, and then gently roll forward, you can see how it feels to be in full lotus position, with the right leg being the first leg in the cross. Take 3 breaths. And then gently release your left leg, release your right leg, and shake it out. Now we're going to explore doing the opposite side. It's always encouraged to do both sides and not just bias and sit in lotus position with the same leg or side being the initiator every time. So this time we're going to initiate with the left. We started out with crossed legs, bent knees last time. This time, a little bit of variation. We're going to keep the bottom leg straight rather than bent. Hold on to the left foot with the left hand. Straighten that left leg and take a few breaths. And as you return, hold on to the outside arch of the left foot with the right hand and slip it in half lotus over the right thigh. You can take your hands behind you. Now you can bend the right knee. This might be more accessible for you if the bent knee approach that I mentioned earlier is too difficult. From this position, practice pressing the knee away and pulling the knee towards the left shoulder. After that, reach with the right hand for the right foot, pick up the right foot, carry that right leg out to the right. Again, push the left leg away and pull it to the left shoulder. And now as you return, hold on to that right foot, push the left knee down as you pull the right foot in half lotus. I like to wait until my right foot is close to the left shin before I start drawing it up over the thigh. If you pull the foot high over the left leg, that might be too intense and leave you at risk of harming yourself. Get the foot in nice and close to the groin. Extend your spine and practice aligning yourself so that your head is perfectly squared over your shoulders and your shoulders over your hips. Sternum lifted. As wonderful as it is to be able to practice full lotus, please remember that, let's say you apply this series and you never feel comfortable in getting into this position completely, that's fine. That's not going to define your progress spiritually. Now, even if you don't achieve this, practicing these exercises will improve your ability to sit and meditate, because the more you relax the musculature in your lower body, the less these tissues are going to pull on your pelvis and impact the posture of your pelvis as you sit and how you can stack your spine vertically. The more you perfect that vertical alignment, the more you'll be able to set your body weight into your skeleton and spare your musculature and connective tissue the burden of carrying that weight. Bone does not get tired, muscle gets tired. If you can find that efficient alignment where you're not needlessly taxed, you can sit indefinitely, enjoying your meditations unencumbered by the discomforts of your physical form. Blessings to you. Namaste.